I'm Johnny Price with the Caleb Group here in Greenville, South Carolina, and this is another of our Talking Head film analyses, where we are not so much concerned with how good a movie might be, as we are with the ideas that are presented in the movie. CATFISH is a fascinating and engaging documentary by independent filmmaker Raoul Schulman, who picks up on and follows his brother Neve as Neve develops a long-distance relationship with a young girl, Abby, who paints with great skill reproductions of photographs that Neve has taken. Now, Neve lives in New York City. Abby lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And over time, Neve makes contact with Abby's mother, Abigail, and Abby's older sister, Megan. But all of their communication takes place either through the mail, email, texting, telephone calls, or Facebook, but never in person. And over a period of time, Neve and Rel begin to suspect that things are not the way they seem to be. They begin to think that perhaps a web of deceit has been woven, and that these three family members might not be who they claim to be, if in fact they exist at all. So through the film, we follow their suspicions, their investigation, their discovery, and the resolution. But also through the film, we are presented with three significant cultural and personal phenomena for our consideration. Although I don't know that it was the filmmaker's intention to do this. First of all, there is the opportunity that the internet provides for people to establish significant but disembodied relationships with others who they never meet. The internet gives you the opportunity to recreate yourself to others. Change your name, your occupation, your age, your physical appearance, even your gender. As far back as 1995, Mark Sluka wrote about this phenomenon in his book, War of the Worlds, Cyberspace and the High-Tech Assault on Reality. And in it, he tells of a friend of his, a married man with children, who became part of a virtual community. But he presented himself to this community as a female. He subsequently fell in love with another female member of the community, and they began to have a long-term lesbian relationship in cyberspace. Sloka's research at this time, way back in 1995, indicated that his friend's experience was neither atypical nor particularly extreme. The second cultural phenomena that is offered to us in Catfish is the deep loneliness that is, it seems, pervasive in our society. Loneliness and a longing for community and acceptance that drives some people because it runs so deep, that drives them into cyberspace in order to attempt to have their needs met. And then the third phenomenon is an interpersonal phenomenon. And it is one that for me proved to be encouraging and inspiring. Neve and his brother decide to travel to Michigan and introduce themselves, unmask the charade, confirm their suspicions, and confront the perpetrator. This, they do it all. But they do it with a gentleness that leaves that person's dignity intact, even as the truth is coming to light. In this gentle, firm confrontation actually became a catalyst for positive change in the individual's life. You know, in the New Testament, Jesus is described as being full of grace and truth. And this is very important as we interact with other people. Grace without truth is spineless. It's milquetoast. It's, oh, don't worry, everything's okay, whatever you do, live and let live, is just yuck. But truth without grace is barbaric. You can be absolutely right about a matter and beat somebody black and blue and bloody with what is true. But it was grace and truth that Neve and his brother, neither of whom we are given any indication are religious at all. It was grace and truth that they used as they approached this particular individual. And I left the theater very impressed with them. In fact, I would love to meet them someday. Well, I'm Johnny Price, and this has been another of our Talking Head film analyses from the Caleb Group.